Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 20.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Ready. Right, 97. Ready?
That one caught out wide by Julio. He's got room past the 30, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run, 34 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bishop. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath. Gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Again, it's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Giants at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jones. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throwing, Jones. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Second and one is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Let's go.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back. And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape. Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission. Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do. Jones throwing on 1st down. There's the stiff arm. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. To throw again on second down. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff. Barkley running left. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. Jones. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll be out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep one, the clock running down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. With it is Jackson. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Barkley inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jones, and that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Steps away. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the
touchdown Giants from 8 yards out. And the Giants are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 72 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones looking around.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll run it again with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half. And